Welcome to our Winnebago van tour. It's our first time having a van and we have absolutely loved it. So here's the inside. First, we have our driver's seat and our passenger seat. These are on a swivel, so during the day, we're facing the front, and then when we're chilled out at night time, we spin them round for our table, which is also on a swivel. So when we're driving, we have it pushed back, and then when we're chilling, we have it out so we can use it. These two chairs are because this is a 4-berth van, so you can use the pop top, and people can sleep up there if you had 4 people, but we obviously don't, so we've not used it. But they have seat belts, so they are fully functioning chairs when we're driving. This is just like a normal bit at the front, loads of storage space, which is super handy. It's an automatic, which has been great for Lee, because in America they drive on the wrong side of the road. At night, we have covers for all of these, which are stored above our heads, and these can close up too, so that it's really dark in here during the night time. Next up, we have the kitchen. This is a fully functioning kitchen. I use it, well, we both use it to cook lunch and tea. At the front, you've got the fridge. It's a decent size. It fits everything we need in there. It's perfect, and it's got a lock for when you're moving, so it doesn't come flying open. This is our propane gas cooker. It's got 2 hobs, so you can be cooking 2 things at once. It's been perfect. We've never really needed more than 2 hobs, so it works absolutely great. You also have a table that comes out of here to make some, wow, that's clean, to make some extra space, but again, we've never really needed it, so it just stays locked there. This is enough workspace for us. We've not really gone full culinary experience. It's been quite simple stuff. So that's been enough space for us. Then again, you've just got drawers that can lock when you're driving, plenty storage down the bottom, and a huge one up here as well. We've kept our pans up there, plates, bowls, and our food. We also have this, which has been great for our pasta sauces. And we have stuck hot chocolate sachets down the middle so the jars don't clatter. So our kitchen's been absolutely perfect. Nice sink, all we could need. On the other side of the kitchen, we have the toilet. It does have a lock up there again, so when you're traveling, it doesn't fly open. And this is it. It's got a mirror there, very handy. It's the only mirror really in here. The toilet, also on a swivel. Can you see the swivel theme here? So you can swivel it round. It's a cassette toilet, so you empty it from the outside. It's got a shower as well, which we've never used. It seems a little tight in here for a shower, so we've just never bothered using it. But there is a shower there if you wanted to. It's got a little storage bit for your toilet roll so that it doesn't get soggy if you are using the shower, and a wee storage bit for your shower gels and stuff. Again, just what you need. And right at the back is our bed. This is a fold up, fold down bed. But again, the van is big enough for the 2 of us that we can just keep this made for the whole 3 weeks. We have never needed to put it away and then bring it out again at night, so it's perfect. We have more storage there, which we have used for the drone, and then some more kitcheny things down the bottom. Also to note, all of these have magnets, so they can be open and stay open. It's so nifty. That's my wardrobe cupboard of clothes, and that's Lee's. Again, plenty storage for us. That one's a bit dodgy. And again, this is all blackout at night, so you can get a really good night's sleep. It's super comfy. We went for the option that includes bedding, so the bedding all came with the van, and it's perfect. There's also storage underneath. So we've been using that because, again, we've had the bed made the whole time. We have used underneath for storage. Also, above the bed, there is a fan that can cool the van down. We've been in the colder climates, so it's not really been needed for us, but very handy if you were here in the summer months and needed the place cooled down when you're trying to sleep.
Now that Aimee's shown you around the whole of the inside of the van, I'll take you around the outside and also the technical bits and bobs of the van. Starting here, right at the back. As you can see, the storage area that Aimee was talking about is right under here, underneath the bed. We've got our bags, some dirty clothes, and then a table and bits and bobs that we didn't really need in the front of the van in there. Also in the back of the van here, we have the water control panel. This is where we can fill up our fresh water, and we also have a nice outside shower with hot and cold taps. Come around this way. We have a 125 volt 30 amp hookup. So if we're in a campsite, we can plug in, charge our batteries, and we can also run the 120 volt power sockets inside. And now for the nice the toilet Aimee showed you inside. This is where the waste goes, and we empty, as you would have seen in videos past and coming up in the future if you keep following the channel. Coming around, we fill up the fuel, we've got exhausts. As Aimee said, it's an automatic 3.6 litre engine, so even for quite a big van, it had the power for literally anywhere we went and anything we wanted to do. There's also a nice little friend in the grill. Really handy, we have an outside light on both sides we can switch on from inside, so if it's pitch black outside and we want to come outside for any reason, we can get it lit, and it is a pretty good light, it lights up a good space. The only other thing from outside the van, which you can't see here on the roof, there is a big solar panel. It is the length of the van on the roof, and it literally charges our batteries full every day just sitting in the sun. So we don't need to be driving, we don't need to be hooked up. Our batteries will get fully charged, especially here in Nevada, straight from the sun. Let's go inside and have a look at the technical stuff, bits and bobs inside. Just above the two back passenger seats, we have what I call the control wall. First up, the LP valve. This is for our heating, hot water, and also for our cooker top. This van has an integral LP tank, and it's not replaceable. You get it filled up instead of replaced. So we have a valve here that needs to be on to work the appliances, and also a valve outside which stays on all the time. Here is a hot water, the holding tank heater. So our grey water tank is the only water part of the van which is outside. So when you're in the cold climates, you turn this on, there's 12 volt heating pads in the tank, keeps the water from freezing. Doesn't heat it up, but it keeps it from freezing, which was very handy for us when we were up in Tahoe. This is our Truma heating and hot water panel. We turn this on and we can turn the heating on, set it to the temperature that we want. And also we can turn the hot water on to eco, hot or boost, and it just changes how long it'll take to heat the water. Finally, our control slash find out panel, for the most technical term I can think of. We have our battery, our LPG, which is currently 2/3 full. We have our battery, which is full. It's never went down anywhere below 2/3 because of the solar panel and because we're driving it. And finally, our grey water, which is at 2/3 full, so we'll need to get that emptied pretty quick. And this is also where we can turn on or off our water pump for getting water to all our faucets, the shower and the outside showers. Last but not least, down here, we have our coach battery. So we just have that on all the time. We never turn it off. If you do need to turn it off, it'll turn off all the electrics in the whole van. Also, we have our light switches, and throughout the van, there is many USB and also 12 volt supplies, which will work all the time as long as that coach battery is on. And then, as I said earlier, if you come this way, there is 4 or 5 120 volt US sockets. These do not work unless you are plugged in to that camping supplies.
So that is the full tour of our van. We have spent a week in it already. We have 2 more weeks to go. So subscribe to the channel and follow along our journey around the USA.